Alright, today is August 19th and we just picked up what we think is a Manco go-kart that we got for $125. Everything you see was included. Of course, we got a good deal because we drove an hour and a half each way to go get it. But I think we have a decent project we can work on. It's in decent shape for the price. It already has a 212 Predator 6.5 horsepower engine on it with a torque converter, a live axle, and some pretty knobby tires still that do hold air for the most part. We do need a seat and get rid of the seat belt. We're thinking about converting it to a single seater instead of a two-seater, just so you have more room when you're out riding around. We do need a throttle cable, and we're going to have to relocate all the, we can probably leave the brake, but relocate, the gas pedal to the other side if we're doing a single seat, and move the steering column and the steering rods. Definitely going to need new tires up front. Don't really hold air. They're as bald as could be.
How the bearings feel?
Bearings feel pretty good. I think the wheels are good, just new tires.
Cool.
Over here, we need to get rid of this seat belt. Thinking about going a 5-point harness, go around it. We actually figured out when we were testing it that the live axle is actually bent. So we're going to have to pull that off and see if we can either straighten it or get a new one. Just some minor things like, the evaporator hose for the gas is, cracked and falling off. You have to do an oil change on it.
But it started right up really well.
It fires right up. We didn't change gas. We didn't do anything. Started up really nice. So I think we'll have a decent project to work on. And we'll keep you updated on the progress of it.
Show them how you think this was an add-on.
We're thinking this is actually an add-on because of the different color and the fact that it's a bolt-on. And I'm willing to bet it's different color because it's probably made by the same manufacturer, more than likely Manco, and it's broken in certain places. I actually ripped the bottom of the tube out right here, and it's been wrecked. We think that's how the axle bent. It's been kind of poorly welded back together, but due to the different color, I think it's a bought afterwards and bolted on.
You going to keep that high-end throttle cable?
This nice piece of string here that's just kind of looped around the frame of the throttle that you have tape on for the comfort of your hands activates the throttle. We're going to have to probably change that. It doesn't seem too reliable.
I don't know, that looks like high tensile string.
Yeah, it's got a little spring load to it.
If you had a good return spring, it might last for a while.
I'm willing to bet it was longer until the spring snapped. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with this little cover. We got a bottom cover on here that's full of leaves that we're going to have to either get rid of or fasten on here a little bit better than just clipping it on with a piece of metal.
Yeah. So what's the first thing y'all think we ought to do?
Let us know what you think we should start on. I'm thinking, look up some tires, figure out what we can do as far as getting some decent tires.
They pull the frame off, get the motor off.
Pull the frame off, pull the motor, probably pull the axle and see if we can straighten it or if we can order a replacement.
You think we ought to get a longer one?
It would be nice to get a little bit wider one. That way we could go, bigger tires if we scooted out the 3 inches or so outside of it, maybe put some fenders over it. And then, we could end up doing the same thing with these front spindles. Just maybe extend them out a little bit. Maybe get some beefier ones. Plan on actually off-roading with this, so, some mild jumps and everything.